All right, this is Rudy, and I'm going to try to be quick because I want to be sensitive to you guys' time. So I'm going to address two comments that I get over and over again on my Dr. Robert Sungenis video that I put out. He's a Catholic. He's coming out with that movie, The Principle, on geocentricity, and I wish him the best on that. I made two statements in that video, and I said that the Catholics worship the same God as the Muslims, and I said that Dr. Robert Sungenis believes the Bible has errors in it. So I want to talk about that, but before I do, you guys know I love to recommend books. This comes from chick.com. This is Jack Chick. It's called Alberto. You say, Rudy, you reading comic books? Yeah, I'm reading comic books. Double Cross, Alberto Part 2. And this is The Godfathers. Okay, The Godfathers. This is The Force. The Force. Woo! Okay, so he's got some pretty good comic books there. Four Horsemen. Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. You got The Prophet. The Prophet Part 6. Alberto Part 6. Well, you're not supposed to show a picture of Muhammad, right? Jesuits. You got Satan behind the Catholic priest. Learn secrets the Jesuits don't want you to know. And The Big Betrayal. Okay. Let's get to my statements. Okay. Well, let me show this book. Well, let me go back on close focus. Catechism of the Catholic Church. Catechism of the Catholic Church. Okay? I'm going to read from this book. Okay. So there's two statements that I made that people are having a big problem with. The first statement I said is that the Catholics think that the Muslims worship the same God as the Catholics. And I got a bunch of Catholics on another video that are like screaming up and down about that. So I'm going to read from your own catechism. Okay? Let me find my glasses. Hold on. The print in this thing is incredibly small. Okay. The Catechism of the Catholic Church, page 242, section 841. Okay, I'm going to read it real slow, and please listen very carefully. And my statement is, the Catholics believe the Muslims and the Catholics worship the same God. Now, there's a lot of people screaming at me because of that statement. This is their own rule book. This is their own catechism. I'm not making this up, okay? Here we go. Section 841. The Church's relationship with the Muslims. The plan of salvation also includes those who acknowledge the Creator, capital C, the Creator with capital C. In the first place, amongst whom are the Muslims. These profess to hold the faith of Abraham, and together with us, they adore the one merciful God, capital G, mankind's judge on the last day. You know, that's so powerful. Let's just read it again. Section 841. The Church's relationship with the Muslims. The plan of salvation also includes those who acknowledge the Creator. In the first place, amongst whom are the Muslims. These profess to hold the faith of Abraham, and together with us, meaning us, the Catholics, they adore the one merciful God, capital G, mankind's judge on the last day. So the bottom line is, the Catholic's own book says the Muslims and the Catholics worship the same God. I stand behind my statement. I'm not backing down from it. And you can go read it in your own catechism. The second statement I want to make is that Dr. Robert Sungenis has stated that there's errors in the King James Bible. I should say I've said that Dr. Robert Sungenis has stated that there's errors in the Bible. So we have to define what the Bible is. And the Bible is the King James Bible. And if you ask any Catholic what God's perfect word is on planet Earth, it's very unlikely they're going to point you to the King James Bible of the Protestant Reformation. More than likely they're going to say something about the Douay-Rheims Bible, or they're going to say something about the Latin Vulgate. A lot of Christians and Catholics will point you to the originals, which we no longer have anymore. So my question for you is, if you see Dr. Sungenis, ask him where you can acquire God's perfect word that he promised to preserve forever in Psalms 12, 6, and 7, Matthew 24, 35. The grass withereth, the flower fadeth, but my word shall endure forever. So go ask Dr. Sungenis where you can go acquire God's perfect word to hold in your physical hands. Let me go get my Bible. Okay? This is the King James Bible. Okay? When I'm holding this book in my hands, I'm holding God's perfect, preserved, infallible, inspired word in my hand. It's perfect. There's not one error in this Bible. It's a physical book that I can hold in my hands. It's the King James Bible. Now, go ask Dr. Sungenis where you can hold God's perfect word in your hand and see what answer he gives you. Is he going to tell you the Douay Rheims? Is he going to tell you the source is the originals? Is he going to say something about the Latin Vulgate? Go ask him, and I don't think he's going to tell you this. This is God's perfect word in English, and it has no errors in it. See, if you ask Dr. Sungenis his opinion on the King James Bible, I highly, highly, highly suspect he's not going to say this book is perfect. He's going to say there's errors in it. Almost all devout Catholics reject God's perfect word, which is the King James Bible. So I stand behind my second statement. And so just in summary, the Catholics believe that the Muslims and the Catholics worship the same God. I've proved it to you from your own catechism. And my second statement is, which is Dr. Sungenis believes the Bible has errors in it, is true. And I've just explained that as well, because there's only one Bible. You know, you say, well, there's multiple English Bibles. We have the Douay Rheims, we have the Jewish Publication Society Bible, we have the New American Standard, we have the New International Version, we have the, Living Well Bible, we have Good News for Modern Man. In third grade, my teacher held up a sign, and it had different objects on it. And I learned that things that are different are not the same. And let me also say that the Bible corrects men. Men do not correct the Bible. So I stand behind both of my statements. I've tried to explain it to you guys. May God bless and protect the righteous. May God bless and protect the people who believe the Bible. And may God bring divine justice to the wicked bastards who are ruining this world.